Today we will go through the topic train and speed. So before going through the topic, we will go through the basics of time, distance and speed. As you all know, speed is always equal to, speed is denoted by distance divided by time. Means if an object covers some distance in a particular time will be denoted as the speed. Now before going through the topic, we will come to a particular conclusion which will be useful in solving lot of questions. That is how to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. So 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 1000 meters divided by 60 minutes into 60 seconds. That will come to 5 by 18 meter per second. So we will write this in a 1 kilometer per hour equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. We will use this in the later part. Now the train and speed topic will have four types of questions. The first type will be when a train passes a point, stationary point, that can be a pole or a human being. In this case, the speed will be found by the distance divided by time. In this case, the distance will always be equal to the length of the train. The second case will be when a train passes a platform. So we know that a platform is having a particular length. In this case, the total distance covered by the train will be equal to length of the train plus the length of the platform. In that case, S will always be length of the train plus length of the platform divided by the time. Now we will study what is relative speed. So relative speed, as we all know, there are two cases of the particular situation of two trains. In the first situation, both the trains are running in same direction. So if train 1 is running at a speed of SA and train B is at SB, both will be running in same direction. So the relative speed will be equal to the difference of the speeds. Means if one train is traveling at 15 kilometers and the other is traveling at 5, then the relative speed will be 15 minus 5. And the total distance, as we know, is always equal to the sum of the lengths of the train. In the other case, here both the trains are running in opposite directions. So if train SA is traveling at SA and train B is traveling at SB, then the speeds will get added and the total speed will be SA plus SB, and the distance will always remain constant, that is the length of the train A and train B. So the train and speed questions can be divided into these three categories. The first category will be when a train is passing a stationary point, that is a pole or a human being. In that case, the distance traveled by the train will only be equal to, in this case, the distance will be equal to length of the train, because the length of the stationary point will be considered to 0. In that case, distance will be length of the train. In the second case, the total distance is that the train passing a platform. So platform will have its own length. In that case, the total distance traveled by the train will equal to the length of the platform plus the length of the train. So if we denote the length of the train by LT and length of the platform by LP, so the total distance will be this one, length of the train plus length of the platform. And one more situation arises in which a train passes another train. In that case, we can divide this third point into two further points. One will be one train is stationary and the other train is moving. And in the other case, both trains will be moving. This topic we will cover in our other class. So now we will solve one simple question. See, a train running at a speed of 30 km per hour takes 24 seconds to pass a railway platform, and it takes 15 seconds to pass a man who is running at a speed of 6 km per hour in the same direction. Find the length of the platform. So in the first case, we will have length of the train is LT plus length of the, suppose the length of the platform is LP. So this is the distance traveled by the train, and the speed is 30 km per hour, and speed and time we have to find out. Now second, it is given it takes 15 seconds to pass a man who is running at a speed of 6 km in the same direction. Now suppose train is running in this direction and the man is also running in this direction. So we have found in relative speeds both the train and man are running in the same direction, so speeds will get subtracted. So the total speed in that case will be 30 minus 6 km per hour will be equal to, in this case it will be only equal to length of the train divided by time, which is equal to length of the train. We will find out from this, and time they have given 15 seconds. Also this is 24 km per hour, so we will change it into meter per second according to this. So it will be 5 into 18 into 15 equal to length of the train. 6 4s are 24, 6 3s are 3 5 are 25. So length of the train we have found out is 100 meters. Now we will put this length here. Here 30 km per hour, so 30 into 5 by 18 is meter per second equal to length of the train we have found out, that is 100 meters, plus length of the platform we have to find, and time they have given is 24 seconds. So we will solve this. 30 into 5 by 18, 24 will get this side, equal to 100 plus length of the platform. 6 3 is 18, 6 5 3 8. So this is 200. 8 into 25 is 200 minus 100 will be length of the train. So length of the train will be 100 meters.